Hi Flosstube, it's Jeannie again, and I am back for my follow-up or my February roundup, if you will. I have whips, I have a couple new starts, and I have a little bit of haul. So I don't have any finishes this time, although I'm really pretty close on a couple of them, so I hope by the end of this month I will have at least 2 finishes. So let me start. I'm going to go ahead and start with my whips. And this first one that you see, this is my my Embroidery Guild of America name tag. And so all I really have left to do on it is I finished all the back stitching, and now I need to cross stitch my name in the center, which will be in this navy blue. And I think there's also a little bit more back stitching of some thread in the needle there. But I need to chart it, you know, so I can get it centered and stuff, and I just haven't taken the time to do that. But my plan with this one is to just iron some interfacing on the back and sew it together, kind of like an unstuffed pillow. Sew it together with some complementary fabric on the back. And I need to go through my fabric stash because I'm kind of hoping I have something that was maybe my mom's that'll be the right colors. But anyway, so I should be done with this one by next month. In fact, I might sit down and just find the center and chart my name after this video. So, and I don't think it'll take too terribly long to stitch. So that is my EGA name tag. The next whip that I've been working on, this is my my Jack Russell, and let me pull the pattern up for you. This pattern is a freebie on the DMC website, and so I don't mind showing the pattern because like I said, it's free on there, so you can go to the DMC website and find it. But my goal with this one was to get it done by the end of March. So this was my first quarter whip, focus on a finish. So, and this is where I got to on it. So I'm just about, there's only about 2 or 3 rows left. This will be the bottom of this one, and so it's pretty close. I'm pretty close to the bottom, so of getting this little dog's feet in, and then I'm well over halfway, and then I just need to do his face, and then there's a little bit of back stitching, not a ton, but a little bit of back stitching. So so that is my Jack Russell. This one is 2/2 on, I believe this is 28 count Wake by Picture This Plus. So my name tag is on just a scrap of mushroom 28 count Monaco that I just happen to have, and so I use that. But again, this is also my focus on a finish for the first quarter of the year, so I am planning to show this to you as a finish at the end of this month. The next one is a stitch along that I'm doing. This is, of course, the Blackbird Design Strawberry Fields Forever, part of the Magical Mystery Tour series, and I'm doing this as a stitch along with a group on Zoom, hosted by Catherine, the Needleberry Stitcher, and we've been meeting the first Saturday of every month for about an hour, hour and a half, and just stitching together on Zoom. It's been really fun. I've met some really nice ladies on there, and this is my first time to do anything like that, so it's been fun. But so I'm working on this, but this has been going slow, you guys, because I've only worked on it when we're on that call recently, because I have some other priorities, but I am enjoying the heck out of this one. I'm stitching this one with all the called for fancy floss on Picture This Plus 32 count earthen. And that's not the called for fabric, but it's close. What is the called for? Let me see here. Confederate Gray by Weeks Dye Works. So this is more of a kind of a pinky brown color. So, but it looks really pretty with all the reds and pinks in this pattern. So that is Blackbird Designs that I've been with Strawberry Fields. Just I think this last time you saw it, I think I just finished like this row and filling in some of this. I've been doing the house fill-in, which has been really good stitching on zoom stitching, because I don't even have to look at the pattern to get it all filled in. So, but that's where I'm on that one. I am enjoying it, and I plan to get a little bit more serious about that once I finish my next one. And this one is the stitch that I'm doing for my daughter and her fiance. It's a Dimensions kit called Happily Ever After. It's not a Dimensions Gold, but I have been working on this one, and I'm trying to backstitch as I go. So I've almost finished the word ever, the center. This is the center, and I've been working on backstitching the E in this word, and then I think I'm going to work left, and I will jump into these letters here, and then try to get to this H. I did swap out the fabric on this. I'm not doing it on it came with, what was it, 16 count, no, 18 count ivory Aida. I'm actually doing this on 32 count, so it's going to be a little bit bigger on Picture This Plus Murmur. So that is, and that's a Lugana. It's an even weave. So that's where I am on that. And this one, you guys, goes very, very slow. I may have said that in my last video, but there's a million color changes and a lot of counting, and I'm not good enough on even weave to count very far. So I'm doing a lot of 3 stitches here, 6 stitches there, you know, and then, you know, just slowly working through. So, but anyway, so this is my, and this one, they're getting married in June, you guys, so wish me luck. I hope I can get it done. And I think what I might do is, you know, this has the name on here is the only thing that's on here. I think I'm going to do their names and the year, instead of their last name, I think is my plan. So, but we'll see when I get a little bit closer to, personalizing it. So, or maybe, instead of just the year, maybe I'll do their wedding date. I'm not sure, but anyhow, that is Happily Ever After. I am loving it on this fabric. The colors just look beautiful. And so I am enjoying that one a lot. So that is Happily Ever After. Then, even though I didn't need them, I did do a couple of new starts. So let me show you what I started. I was enabled by Samantha, the Huga Stitcher, to join in on the Year of the Dragon Sal. And so this is, I've always wanted to do an ink circles, and this is Elemental Dragons Earth. And I am doing this with a variegated floss, and I just got, and I have it kind of sideways. So, but that is my start. Hopefully you can see that. Let me hold it up. So I'm doing the dragons in this really pretty, highly variegated, you know, it goes from blue to purple to this pretty brown color. And this is on 36 count Vintage Country Mocha. And I am, you guys, I'm playing Border Chicken this way. I'm only going to have about an inch on both sides once this is done. And the other thing I think I'm going to do, I'm doing all the dragons in this variegated floss, but I think I'm going to do this, like this vining that you can see around the pattern, in a solid. And I am doing this, I'm doing this 2/2, although you guys, I've decided I'm not really a huge fan of 2/2 on 36 count. I mean, I do like, the stitches are very fluffy, but they don't look as neat as I would like for them to look. But I was afraid if I just did 1/1, this brown in this variegated floss is very close to the color of the fabric, and I was afraid it wouldn't really show. But I'm going to do this, like I said, this kind of outline in just a solid darker brown. And so I think I might try that 1/1 and see if I like the coverage. And then I'll do these big dragons in the variegated floss. I'll probably do these little motifs in the solid, and just kind of play with that and see how it comes out. And eventually I will probably give this to my son because we like to watch Game of Thrones, and I actually have a couple of dragon patterns on the go, but this, I think, for a young man, you know, would be, if I get it framed or make it into a little pillow or something, that he would, because it's just, I mean, you have to look at it a little bit to even see the dragons. It's just kind of a geometric design. So anyways, so that is, but that was one of my new starts. Thank you, Samantha, for the enabling. And then my other new start, this I started with a couple of my my gals in my embroidery guild, and this was actually one of our products, or one of our projects for the embroidery guild, and it's this tie-on winter by Pine Mountain Designs. And so this I showed as some haul last time, but it actually comes, I got the little pillow with it, but it also came with a little completed little sleeve to slip onto the pillow. And oops, it's upside down, I'm sorry, but I haven't started, I hadn't started stitching it yet. So my girlfriend and I that joined the guild together went ahead and started on this at our guild meeting in February. So so I just started on that. I just have the little ties pinned so they stay out of the way. This is this needle minder was just a little yo-yo that my mom made, and I'm just using that. But that is my little bitty start on that. And this is a really, this is maybe 11 count or something. I'm not sure. It's pretty. It's a pretty big, it's an Ada, but it's very soft. And like I said, it's already sort of finished. So once we get all the stitching done, then we can just slip that little pillow in and it'll be all ready to go, probably for next winter. So that was my other little start, the tie-on winter for Pine Mountain Crafts. So, so that is all of my stitching, and here is my little buddy, little Pistachio. So he always likes to get into the videos and take a look at what I'm doing. He always is like, who you talking to, Mom? Right? So Cashew's up looking out the window, but here's Stashy. Stashy. Trying to get him to look up so you can see his face. His big green eyes. So, and his little mustache that he has. So, so let's move on then to haul. I got a couple of patterns on Etsy. Let me see if I can find them for you. One of them, you guys, I can't really show you. It's a Liz Matthews pattern called Loved by You, and I thought it had a it's just words, it's typography, and it has a it's like left justified. It's really nice and really simple. I wish I had seen this pattern before I stitched a wedding stitch for my niece who likes things really neutral and really simple. But anyway, but I did go ahead and pick it up when she was having a sale around, when was that? I don't know. It was either last month or maybe at the end of January, and I went ahead and picked up that pattern. And then the other one I got was by Stiach, and it is this pattern. Let me see if I can move the kitty. Hopefully you can see that. This pattern called Kiss the Cook. And I've been eyeballing this one for a while. My husband's favorite show, and one of my favorite shows, is Breaking Bad. And when I saw this, I love how it is, you know, it's sort of like a traditional sampler with that little, you know, tulip border, but then yeah, it's got Walter White on there. So, but you guys, after I bought this pattern, oh my goodness, it is very, there's like 12 pages of instructions. So there's a lot of, I think, quarter stitches and just little, I mean, it looks so much like the actor, Bryan Cranston. Oh, shoot. Didn't mean to do that. I pressed the button. But anyway, it looks really, really good. But it is, there's a lot to it. It's a lot more of it's a lot more of a complicated pattern than what I thought it would be. But I'm happy to have it. I'm also eyeballing the Country Magic Stitch has a Visit Albuquerque. It's a full coverage, but it's the deserts of Albuquerque, but it has the, if you know Breaking Bad, you know the RV that they would cook meth in. And it has that on it. So I might get that one too, because I think those would be kind of really cool in his office. So anyway, I got a few more little pieces of haul. Let me show you here. While I was at Hobby Lobby, I did go ahead. I was actually there to get my birth sampler frame. So it's at the framer right now. But I just went ahead and picked up this 32 count Murano. This is an even weave by Zweigart in the color Ice. So it's just a really light gray, and 32 count right now, you guys, has kind of been my favorite. Then I got my fabric of the month from Bestitch Me, and I get a 32 count Lugana, and this is a beautiful kind of creamsicle peachy orange, and it's cute. The name is really cute. It's called We Can't Elope. So We Can't Elope. So anyway, but it's super, super pretty, and I have an idea for what I might want to use this for. You guys can tell me. And then when I placed an order for some of the kits you'll see down here, I got a few more pieces of fabric. I'm really trying to bump up my fabric stash. So one of the things that I got was, this is a 32 count Belfast in the Carnival. This is also another orange, but it's got some purple in it. I thought this would be pretty for a, it's really variegated, and I'm trying to do a little bit more with linen. I prefer even weave to stitch on, but I thought this was really pretty. So it's an orangey, pinky purple called Carnival, and so I picked that up. So I've just been picking up kind of random fabrics when I place an order for other things. And then I also got, this is Weeks Dye Works in Dove. And what's funny about this is I thought it would be a gray, and it's really darker. It's darker than what I thought. And I know the dye lots can vary, but it's kind of a gray-green. I mean, it's a pretty color, but it wasn't exactly what I was expecting, but it's fine. It's a fat eighth. Both of those are. And then I got, you guys, I've decided I want to do, some Halloween buttons and beads, and I'm just not in love with stitching on the perforated paper. So, but I want to do, there's been some stitchers out there that have done these buttons and beads kits on fabric, and they've done them all together. And so there's these big, beautiful pieces that are highly, that have tons of beads on them and that sort of thing. And so I decided I wanted to do one for Halloween, and I didn't know how many of these I wanted to do. So I've decided on 3. And I got the Into the Woods, and this has 3 cats. I have 3 cats, and this has 3 cats. So I got this one. I got the Haunted Cottage, and then also Wanda's Wands, this other little kind of haunted mansion. And I want to do these kind of together. Let's see if I can get these all in on a piece of fabric. So it looks like that that the cats were maybe at this house, and then they're going to the next house trick-or-treating. And I'm thinking, I'm not sure how big of these are 5x5 when they're finished. This one's 5.25, 5.5, and what is this one? 5.25. Ooh, gosh, I wonder if that'll work since they're not the same finish size. It probably will be all right, but I'm thinking that maybe if this is big enough, it might be kind of fun on this fabric. Or I also have kind of a dark sky blue from my Bestitch Me. I got that a few months ago, and I thought that it might be good on that too. So that's kind of my plan. I have no plans to start this, but that was kind of my thinking, and I ordered these from Picture This Plus, but that was kind of my thinking for my my haul on that. Then I also got a Leisure Arts book of bookmarks. I really want to do some bookmarks. I definitely want to do one for my aunts, or a couple for my great aunts. I don't know which ones I'm going to do yet for them, but this is a, let's see if I can, yeah, just a book of bookmarks. I gotta probably see if I can find the Ada book. I mean, I have a ton of Ada. It's not that I couldn't just use what I have, but you know how it kind of frays. So these ones with the edges are kind of nice that are already finished. I like this one with the scalloped edge. So I may need to see if I can even find those. This book is from, I don't know if it has a year on it, probably somewhere. So I don't know if they still make those. I'll have to look and see. But anyway, so I just picked that up because I was looking for bookmark patterns, and I saw this on, I think I got this on Amazon. And then speaking of Amazon, I also bought a Dimensions Gold kit, and this one is Kitten in the Window. We used to have a orange kitty, and he was wonderful. And and I had been kind of eyeballing this one, you guys, and it came up on my feed, and it was on discount for a little over $12. And I thought, oh, I better get that while it's cheap. I bought another one too. It was actually another stocking. It hasn't come yet, but it also came up, and it was not one I was planning to buy, but it came up, and it was also like $12. And so, gosh, for a Dimensions Gold kit, I mean, they're mostly, you guys, $35 to $45 now, and more. So I thought, I'm just going to go ahead and get that because it's cheap. So, so that's all I have for you this time. I hope you're all doing well. My plans, you guys, are just what I told you, to finish my name tag and finish my my Jack Russell piece. And then I don't intend to start anything new, although I have been, I've been in the mood to start things, which isn't good, because, you know, at the end of last year, midway through last year, I didn't want to start anything new. I was very happy with all of my whips, and now I kind of got startitis, so I'm trying to rein it in a little bit, but yeah, so that's my plan, is to finish those, and then also work on Happily Ever After, because like I said, that one's on a timeline. And that's my plan. And I might here and there work on the little winter stitch and also the dragons. So other than that, I don't have any big plans. And I will talk to you at the end of March. Have a great day. Bye.